So far with SQL, what we can do is pick the columns we wish or carry out calculations from a specific table, limit which rows we obtain, and order that data the way we want, where and order by are optional. What we're going to add to that are two simple things in this video. One is how to use the quote marks and some details about dates. Both of these things are Oracle specific, and so if you're using database systems other than Oracle, there will be some differences. Now here's an example of using quotes. Here's the result of the query. It produces three columns: ACNO, balance, 1/20th of balance, ACNO, balance, 1/20th of balance, and the last of these columns is called 5% interest. There. Now the quotation marks. With numbers, you don't need to put any quote marks at all. Balance times 0.05, no quote marks. Balance greater than 200, no quote marks. You use single quotes around what we call strings. A string is a piece of data, and because we need to compare them exactly, it's important to mark where they begin and where they end without any possible mistake. Last one, the double quotes, like this one and here, are used for the names of objects. So for example, are used for column aliases. Does that mean that I should be using double quotes around account number and around balance and around the table's name? Actually, we can use double quotes around column names and table names, but with ACNO, balance, AC, we don't have to, because those names are so simple that there's no possible error. But 5% interest, to make sure that the computer understands that this is the name of an object, it's put in double quote. Right, overall then, nothing at all for numbers, quote marks around strings, double quotes around the names of objects. Now, dates. The dates then are placed in single quotes like this. This particular query gets every account that was open after a set date. Here it is, there's only one. After the 31st of December 1999, which is in this century. The date string is included inside quotes before and after. The name of the date itself is put into a format that uses letters, not numbers. If you look at 9/11, is that 11 September or is it 9 November, 31 DEC, no possible error, and 2001? Or is that 1901? Or maybe 1 AD? With 1999, we can't possibly get confused. So long as there's no ambiguity, it doesn't matter if we put dashes or spaces or slashes, and there are certain ways that we can change the way date is understood by configuring Oracle. Now with date, Oracle has a keyword for the current date as recorded in its system, sysdate. And sysdate can be used where you would normally use a date, like in a comparison. This gives you every account that has been opened before today's date. And we can also calculate on dates by using the plus or the minus signs, like this. Sysdate -7. Inside the Oracle system, the dates are recorded as a number of days. Sysdate is today, take away 7, sysdate -7 is this time last week. That will give us every account opened before a week ago. Here is another example. We're going to try this last example because you probably need to see it working. So I'm going to start the Oracle system. I've got it open here, and I type select number of the account, and we'll try the date the account was opened from AC. Here's the data. 3 accounts opened in 1988, 1999, 2003. Let's get the computer to tell us today's date. Well, if we wanted to work out the difference between the two, internally, Oracle records a date as a number of days. I'll just do a calculation and use minus. I'll do sysdate minus the date opened, because sysdate is the later date, and that is what will give me a positive number. So this account was opened 4,000 days ago. This one was opened about 5,000 days ago, and this one 10,000 days ago. I don't find that very clear. Instead of days, I'll ask the machine to tell me years. How do I get the years? A year is 365 days. And a quarter. So this account was opened 11 years ago, more like 12. This one was opened between 15 and 16 years ago, and this one was opened 27 years ago. And this is how you can calculate on dates. You probably feel you'll need to practice to start doing these things. Well, exactly.